Well, we've been working since 10:30 this morning, and it's now 4:45, and I haven't touched my camera yet today. Not at all. John and I have been working pretty heavily. Mostly I've been up on the roof the whole time. That's why I haven't even grabbed the camera. Now this morning we got this piece in here, and honestly it was so hot and humid that I didn't even feel like touching the camera or even talking to people. I was surprised John even put up with me, eh, John? This morning.
Yeah.
So we're putting on the roof. Now I'm still going to do some trim work up on here, but I got the drip edge on. I'm going to take you up there and show you in a minute here. We got one piece of trim along this edge. I still have to extend it out to the bottom, which we can cut that. Actually, we can do that anytime now. We might as well do it. Put that piece on. Or, I don't know if we should wait.
You gotta have the roof together.
And I gotta order the metal pieces. But we've got the trim on over here. Does it look better from out farther away?
Yeah.
We've got the trim on the front edge of the roof. Now, they sent me the wrong piece, but I'm making it work anyway. That is a, what's that called? A gable? No, a ridge cap. That's a ridge cap. For a normal, standard house roof. So it's not a 90 degree, it's more of a 30 degree. And what we're gonna do is once we close off the end of the 2x4 or the 2x6s, the rafters, then we'll fold that down and nail it in place, or screw it in place I should say. But it's looking like a house. Looking pretty nice now. So I'm gonna pause the camera and I'll take you up top and show you what we've been doing up there. And what I've been up to all day on the roof. John's been bringing me parts, and I've been up there working. Alright, here's what I've been up to all day. John's been sending me the stuff. I've got my power drill, and I've been putting on roofing panels. John, my serviceman. Now, we do have an edge here. I have to buy more panels later, because after I'd ordered these, somebody suggested I extended a foot, which is a good idea. So I've got a next paycheck I'll order some of these panels, and then I'll extend this end cap to the end. I've got them, I've got enough of them. We'll just have to extend that after I get the materials. But this up here came together beautifully. The end cap and the ridge cap, they just look amazing right here. Really nice. Nice amount of overhang here. There's no weather going to get underneath this stuff here at all. Lined up really amazingly. And we had a John downstairs. He cut a piece which we inserted here in the middle. And then got another full sheet here. It came out to this end. Lined up amazingly. All the corners and edges were right on, weren't they?
Yeah, so that means the house must be square.
The house is square, or this roof wouldn't have gone on square. But that's what we did with that. All that, what would you call it, tackle?
Come along and all that stuff we did.
With the come along and the chains, when we straightened this house up, that was to get this roof on square. So there was a lot of talk about whether this was square or not. Well, there it is. It lined right up.
And the new panels will slide right under here.
Oh yeah, when I get the new panels, we're leaving that down there undone for now. So that when I get the new panels, they'll slip right underneath there. And then we'll put on that back drip edge and we'll be done.
Yep.
That'll be it. So I think what we'll do when we get the new panels, we'll lift this up and slip a piece of tar paper underneath, and that'll come and then go on top of the drip edge, and the drip edge will be under the roofing panel. Does that make sense? The tar paper?
Yeah.
What?
Sometimes you lose me.
Alright, the drip edge, right what you're leaning on, is going to be that other piece of trim that we have, the drip edge. We want, well, I don't even know if I need tar paper.
So this goes over the drip edge?
That'll go over top of it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. The drip edge will go on first, and then the metal will go over that.
Right.
And then that'll go on to the rain gutters.
And you got your rosin paper.
Rosin paper so that the metal doesn't stick to the tar paper as it heats and expands and contracts. So we did that according to the manufacturer's recommendations. There's rosin paper underneath the whole entire roof here. I'm feeling pretty good. What about you?
I'm feeling better now.
This is exciting. And How's this for a miracle?
to rain.
Oh, I'm laying on my roof. That's pretty cool. I'm pretty comfortable out here. It was supposed to be a rainy day today, and I know some people don't believe in miracles or in God, but the storms went around us. I showed John. John, how was that weather looking today? Show us a pattern.
On his phone, it was all like red spots all around us.
All the way around and passing and parting overhead.
We better hurry up.
It was parting over us. And this is what we had today, and it's been raining everywhere else around us. Because I prayed, I said, I want to get this roof done today, and then I will have no fear. And I'm pretty sure it's going to rain when we're done. What do you think? I bet it rains hard.
And we need the rain here.
We need the rain, but we won't have any fear now. This is great. This is really nice. Now, John, all I got to do is put a hunting stand up here.
No comment. You don't want those comments.
That's a good place to look over the chickens.
Tell them about the coyotes the other night.
Oh yeah, I had coyotes attack the other night.
Oh.
John happened to be here. I won't
Wow.
tell you how we chased them away, but we scared them away nicely.
There's a big spotlight.
There was a whole mess of coyotes out here. We chased them away. Well, I'm going to finish this up. Sorry, it's going to be very, very little video today. I'm running low on screws, so I'm going to have to order screws too. But I'm going to put in what I have and work my way back and forth down the row and end where it ends. So, alright, well, that's it today for now anyway. Well, it sure feels good to be relaxed with a thunderstorm coming. It got dark and I can hear thunder really close. It's getting closer and closer. This is exciting. You can still tell it's a trailer. The roof is on. Now we still got to do the, oh, I keep forgetting the name of that trim that comes up underneath here. The soffits. Got to do that. And then close that down. But for now, the rain won't bother me. I've got no fear of the rain. That is an amazing relief. It feels good. The house is safe. Now I want to show you something. It's pretty dark in here. I don't know if you can see. What I've done here is I've shaved some of the junk 2x4s that I just went and got. And what I'm going to have here is some homemade paneling. So what I'll have, I'm just going to show you roughly, from each 2x4, I'm going to have this salmon colored, and this looks just like a chunk of salmon. Oh, the light is bad in here. My batteries are down, so I'm not using the lighting. I don't know what happened. There's something wrong, if it's my charge controller or what. See if I can find the fuse and turn my light on here temporarily. Yeah, it's dim. Yeah, it isn't helping. My batteries are down. I don't know what happened. I think either my charge controller went bad on me, or I don't know what happened. See the red light? The batteries are drained. That doesn't make sense because I didn't use them with anything. And the solar panel's been pumping on them, but it's drained. And they're 8.5 volts. I don't know what happened. Unless the charge controller went bad, like I said, I don't know. But so anyway, I don't have any power in here again. But, oh, come on, focus, focus, here we go. So I've got salmon colored paneling. I'm gonna go with, I can get about, this is 1/4 inch strips, and at 3 inches, and I can get about 3 or 4 3-inch strips, and then probably 2 1.5 inch strips. By using a piece of 2x4, I have to shave off 2 of these first, because my blade is only 3 inches thick, my table saw blade. So I'll shave off 2 of these, and then I can shave off a few of these using the upright, the cutting the 2x4 upright. I'll show you that another day. But this is how I'm going to make my own paneling. And I love it. It's going to be beautiful. Let me take one of these out and show you in the little bit of daylight we have left out here. Look at that. With the dark lines in it. And the saw cuts, yeah, you can see the blade cut. I'm gonna leave it rough cut. I'm gonna leave the blade cuts in there. And I'm gonna use it just as is. Rough cut, homemade paneling. Salmon colored. It looks just like a piece of salmon. The coloring, I hope this shows up on camera well enough, but the coloring and everything, the pattern is just like a piece of salmon. That is my paneling. And it's just under a 1/4 inch thick. The saw is not perfect, so I've got varied thicknesses as I go, because it's not a perfect job, but that's fine. That's going to add to the beauty of it and the rough, rustic look of my tiny house on wheels. It's going to be amazing. Nope, it's starting to rain. So, there's my homemade paneling, which I'll be putting in next week. I'm really excited about that. And then I've got the pieces of that where I got the OSB, the pallets that the OSB came on, that was attached to. I've got these pieces of wood here, and that's the framing for the kitchen. That's all free wood, so I've got free paneling. I've got free framing for the kitchen. They're a little bit bent and warped, so I'm going to have to straighten them out as I go. And I've got the free OSB, which sadly, because my batteries have failed me, let me see if my lantern is going to help me. I put in a sheet of OSB in here today. While I was waiting, there was only one ladder to get on the roof, and John went up, and I put a piece of OSB in here. In the kitchen, I'm going to continue all the way around to the window. So that's good. We're moving along. I've got all my extra plywood scraps in here. So everything's free. Free framing, paneling, everything. It's all free. Free walls, free radiant foil, free furring strips, which I cut myself out of the scrap lumber. This is going to be a beautiful tiny house on wheels using all free, recycled, and repurposed materials. Great. Free windows. It's awesome. It's going to be one of the most amazing tiny homes that I've ever seen out of hundreds, thousands that I've looked at online. This is exciting. So now I've got to go in and process some videos. This today will be a short one. Sorry about that, but it is how it is. We cleaned up a little bit out here, put away all the, we got all the scraps off the ground and put everything away. I better get in before I get hit by lightning. It's starting to come down.